I just have this many hours left before I go to bed. If the time's gonna pass anyways, why not do something that you love to do? At the end of the day, you know that you tried and you're never gonna regret that. Hey baddies, welcome back to my channel. Let's get to it. So today I just wanted to come on here and just have a little chit chat girl talk with you. I have been feeling burnt out for a long time, and I feel like it's because I've been like having to balance, or attempting to balance my dreams versus what I actually do in real life. And I feel like I'm not really aligning with it. Every time I don't post a video, either because of laziness or being unprepared, lack of time, it always comes back to this. I feel like most of us have our 9 to 5 job, which it keeps the bills paid and you might somewhat like it. Sometimes you don't. You feel productive, but then you get home and then what do? That's the problem with me. I get home, I cook most times, and then I shower. I literally scroll on my phone. Most of the time, I could literally be working on my dreams right now instead of scrolling. But just the lack of motivation, every time that I get home, I'm so tired. It's like you give your best at work, and then when you get home, it's like I just have this many hours left before I go to bed. If the time's gonna pass anyways, why not do something that you love to do? That's something that I really came into the realization. As you can see, my 2026 vision board is right here. If you haven't already watched that video, watch it after this one because I'm gonna explain everything. I was thinking what got me into YouTube to begin with. Thinking in my head, I feel like YouTube is very important for me and it's something that I love to do. It's something that I get to express myself on. My creativity, even though right now my creativity is blocked, it's because I'm not doing things that I love to do. And it's just the same routine after routine after routine. And honestly, I'm tired of the routine. It's yes, you might still have to go to work because you need money, but at the end of the day, what matters is what you do after work. Let's say I get off at 5, get home almost at 6. I usually go to bed at 11, 12, around there. 5 to 6 hours left for my day. And the only reason why I feel like it's wasted is because I'm already tired from work. But what if we did something to change up our routine? Something that we still do our job and we're productive, but we still have energy at the end of the day. For that to happen, you have to feel motivated, right? You have to have a goal in mind. And what better motivation than making a goal for yourself? For me, my vision board is up here. My birthday's coming up March 10th, and I have a specific dress that I want to wear by then. I might not be working actively towards that goal. My biggest goal right now is waking up at 5 a.m. just because every time that I do and I go to the gym, I have a slow morning. And slow mornings are so important because you don't feel like you're in a rush to do things that you love. So you don't even have to go to the gym. You can journal, you can go for a walk, you can edit your videos, you can make a video. It just depends on what you want to do. Work towards your goals. The shift within me that has started to change and evolve is me actually putting effort towards it. Today I got home. Thankfully, my mom gave me some leftovers of pozole. If you're Mexican and you love pozole, even if you're not, it's delicious. That eliminated time that I would have used to cook. So instead of using that time to cook, I ate, I took a shower. I did watch a movie, by the way, as quality time with my husband, which is something important too, having quality time with your loved ones. But at the end of the day, you want to prioritize yourself as well. Right now, I asked my husband to make the bed so I could film. He made the effort to do that because he knows I love to film, and I'm here. And yes, I was not going to film, and I usually say that because I usually film really late, but I'm here prioritizing my goals. And it's really important to surround yourself with people that support those goals, because if you have that negative energy in your life, oh, why are you making videos? Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? What are you going to do? You're going to give up because you feel like it's not worth it at the end of the day. Because if you constantly hear that, you're going to be so unmotivated to do what you love, which is crazy because it's why are you listening to other people regarding what you love to do? It's are those people doing something to achieve their own goals? If they're not, which is most likely the case, they're trying to stop you from achieving your goals. And you don't want that, because at the end of the day, you don't want to ever regret not doing something. I might look cringy. This might not be, my best. I'm ranting right now, but at the end of the day, I am working towards my goals. And that's all that matters. Like, knowing that you tried and you gave your all is what matters. Regardless if you're successful or not successful, at the end of the day, you know that you tried. And you're never gonna regret that. So today, one of my friends from work brought up my YouTube, like, oh, how's your YouTube? I'm like, really good. I'm just, doing something I love because I'm tired. Like, just same routine, going to work and not doing something that I love. And honestly, I was really shy at first. But then I was like, wait, but this is like something that I want to do. I shouldn't be shy. And they didn't ask me in a way to, get shy. And in that moment, I felt really proud of myself. Like, yes, I'm like actually putting myself out there and someone is talking to me about it, and that's a really big thing. Another thing, every time I upload a video, something that my husband has been doing, every time I post a video, the next day we watch it on the TV, and then he'll like put it at a volume that's a little higher than my comfort, and I'm like, stop, lower it, I'm a little shy. He's like, why? It's okay, like it's fine. And I feel like that's slowly like building up my confidence, because yes, I am an anxious person, and because I have a lot of anxiety, little things like that kind of like make me feel like, oh my gosh, like all my efforts aren't going unnoticed, and I feel like my dream is like reachable. And that's something that you don't want to lose with your 9 to 5. Like, yes, your 9 to 5 feeds you, and yes, you might be great at it, and I hope you're productive, but at the end of the day, what really matters is what you do after or before work to achieve your goals. And it doesn't matter what you have as a goal. It can be as simple as waking up at a certain time, making your coffee, but yeah, it can be something so simple. And I feel like that's one of the biggest things that caused like me to go into a spiral and a depression. I wasn't doing things that would make me feel alive. This is what YouTube means to me. I started YouTube back in 2019, I think, but even before, I had another channel. It was ASMR, so I was posting like since a year before, and I was doing good. But then I was like, this isn't really for me. I just did it because I like to watch it, but at the end of the day, it's like it's not for me. So then I transitioned to my makeup channel, which is this channel. It used to be called Bougie Baddie because of my company, but before that I don't remember, and this has always been something that I wanted to do. So the first time I wanted to start my YouTube channel was at the end of freshman year going towards sophomore year, because I had just moved homes, and so that meant I had to switch high schools. And then I got to the high school and everyone there had their own little groups because they grew up together. And for me, like, it was really hard to transition onto another school because I left my childhood friends, and then it's like this whole new environment. But I feel like if that had not happened, if I had not moved schools, I wouldn't have flourished. I developed a skill to get me out of my comfort zone, and I was constantly like not in my comfort zone. So I was constantly like practicing being out of my comfort zone, not because I wanted to. And that's where I like developed the love for books, because I didn't really have friends. The first time I moved to that school, which is, like I said, the last weeks of my freshman year, I remember it was right after spring break, so in April. So I was in that school for 2 months for my freshman year, and I didn't really have any friends. Like, yes, people were like nice to me and like talked to me, but they weren't really my friends. So I remember the last weeks of my freshman year, we had to take like a gym class, and we would walk around the track like the last weeks because it was basically over. So during that class and gym, we would walk around the track, and I would walk by myself because I felt like I didn't really belong there. I felt like I didn't really have friends. I wasn't really willing to make friends during that time. I had acquaintances, but that's where I really like fell in love with books, and I would go to the library constantly to check out a new book because that's what I would do during like the time I was at gym walking that track. And every time that I was reading, I would just think, oh, like about YouTube, I'm like, I could really post this, I could do this, I could post that. And I never did it because I was too shy. I would always be like, but I don't have a camera, I don't really have a phone. I had a laptop, not like a Mac, but like a HP laptop, and I could have used that as a camera, but I just always kept giving myself like excuses. And so that went on, and then I went to college. eventually I did make friends in my sophomore year in high school. I found like one some of my bestest friends in high school, and I was really able to flourish and become myself and really get out of my shell, and that was like a very wide awakening experience for me, and I'm so thankful. I still like talk here and there with some of my friends from that high school. They're my best friends to this day. Yeah, that just goes to show like if I would have followed my dreams then, maybe like my whole life would have gone a different way. But at the end of the day, like it doesn't matter what I do, I always come back to this, like YouTube. YouTube is, I don't know, I just feel like it's meant for me, because at the end of the day, like when something's meant to be, it's always gonna pull you back. And I really, really hope that, you know, I can grow and you grow with me. I was just thinking about it, and I was thinking about why I started YouTube. And yeah, it was because I was in a very lonely place and I had time to think. And then that following school year, I finally flourished and I was at my peak. And yeah, I don't know, like that's why it's so important to follow your dreams, because at the end of the day, I have like a lot of regrets about not starting it, but it's like I have to stop and acknowledge that it wasn't meant to be during that time, and now it's meant to be. I have people that support me and that love me, and even if they didn't, even if you don't have anyone that supports you, you have to think about yourself and your goals and your dreams, because who else is living your life? No one but yourself, and that's all that matters. And that's my rant for today. I hope you guys enjoyed my little story time. So my birthday is coming up, and then I have my best friend's birthday. She's turning 30. She's making a party, so I have that coming up. And the day before her party, her and I are gonna go to a concert for Peso Pluma. Hopefully Tito WP comes. We're gonna go there, and Valentine's is coming up, so that's 4 outfits. If you have any ideas or suggestions on where I should shop, let me know in the comment below. I'm gonna go through my closet, and then tomorrow I'm gonna update you if I find anything. But other than that, as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And as always, I love you, my baddies, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye! Back in my sophomore year in